Welcome back. Still flat as far as the Sensex and the Nifty are concerned, but mid-caps have kept most of the gains that they have notched up through the morning, 0.6% higher, and the advanced declines, which was actually ruling at 3 in the green for 1 in the red, are more like 2 in the green for 1 in the red, but you're not complaining. It's the 4th continuous day of a rally in the markets. Well, on that note, let's shift to another market where there have been mixed trends. Actually today, overall, a little bit negative for the commodity markets. We'll get you some commodity strategies with two experts. Naveen Mathur of Angel Commodities joins in, as does Kishore Narni of Motilal Oswal Commodities. Good morning to both of you, gentlemen. Naveen, let me start with you. First, the take on gold.
Good morning, Gata. The gold looks positive on the technical perspective, but if you see fundamental reasons, it is negative. The dollar is gaining strength and there are concerns about the Chinese growth. So overall, in spite that what you said was absolutely right, it's trading on a mixed note, pretty much range-bound movement, but technically we will go long on the gold contract, which is trading at around 26,900, 925. So initiate the positions for this particular December contract on the MCX at around 26,850, stop loss to be put in at around 26,700, and targets in a range of around 27,100 to 150 for the day. It's pure an intraday play on the technical side, but buy on dips at around 26,800 or so.
Naveen, hi, morning. Crude had a fall overnight, but you're buying it in Indian market?
Yeah, that's right. See, pretty much range bound, Anuj, there moved the movement too in the crude oil. We did some markets touching lows yesterday. Means that today, although the WTI is trading by 0.5% gain, but overall the markets remain muted. It is more of a question on the Iran nuclear deal, the implementation of that, and at the same time, the stronger dollar is also taking the prices on the downward trajectory. So overall, let's keep the fundamentals on the bearish trend. But technically, to buy on the dips would be a favorable strategy for the day. And November contract of the crude oil for the MCX can be bought in at around 3020 levels, stop loss at around 2950, and targets can be seen in a range of around 3120 to 3130 levels. In international markets, the WTI is around 4680 levels, and Brent is trading at around $49.50 levels.
Okay, Kishore, you have a contra call. You have a sell on crude as it is in the global markets.
Yeah, Lata, good morning. As we discussed in the morning also, I think the Iran play will be slightly larger right now. And yes, in global markets, the pressure will be on. Domestically, we can be supported by slight weakness in the rupee. Again, more or less, I agree with Naveen. It's overall directionless, range-bound market. So, as he's trying to sell on rallies, I'm trying to buy on dips. I think more or less, if you see, his stop loss levels are my target levels. So more or less. So what happens is typically what we're trying to do is within the range, he's trying to catch the top and I'm trying to catch the bottom. Okay. So typically that's how. So we are suggesting not at the current level, but on the rally towards 3055 to sell, and targets close to 2960. So I think it indicates that either ways it can go within this range.
Okay, I'm sorry we were showing your gold strategies at that time. It's crude that Kishore was talking about.
This is how the market is made, right? One man's stop losses, other man's targets.
Absolutely, absolutely. But Kishore, just to scratch that point forward, if the Iran oil is the overhang on the crude market, are we going to see more lows? If you were to take an October-December pattern, are we going to see a lower range for crude?
See, right now, seasonally, we are in a season where the crude inventories in US will start to build up. So, towards mid-November, they will top out, and from mid-November onwards, the inventories will start to fall, because that will add to more pressure on this thing. And Iran has, once the nuclear deal was signed, it was very open out in the market that they wanted to recapture their market share, which they lost. So, bringing back the production to 4.5 odd million barrels a day, which is right now pumping around 1.5 to 1.75 million barrels. So it's a big jump. So someone has to take this hit. Either Saudi will reduce its production to offset this balance, or if it is not done, probably we are headed towards again 35 kind of a levels. So the market share fight is going to be there. So that is going to keep a huge pressure on international crude prices.
Okay, Naveen, you have a sell on copper.
Yeah, that's right. Technically, it's predominantly the reason for the Chinese GDP data, which is although little higher than the expectation at 6.9% for the last quarter, but still there are concerns about the Chinese economy and the policy decisions being taken by the state there. And we all know, Anuj, that the China is a base metal guzzler. Means it's energy and the metal guzzler, and 40 to 50% of the production consumption of the global production, the consumption is being taken in by China over the last couple of years. So I think that concerns being there, we will go fundamentally on the bearish side, and even technically there is no contradiction on the fundamental that to sell the contract of the MCX of November at around 341.42 levels, stop loss at around 347, and targets on the downside can be seen in a range of around 335 and 334 levels. It's currently trading at around 341, and the stronger dollar also, Anuj, would play a kind of a spoiler, the sports spoiler for this particular commodity. So I think we are bearish on the base metals as of now.
All right, and that's likewise the comment from Kishore as well. Copper?
Yeah, I think more or less fundamentally that there's no change in what Naveen has been said. I think we are still bearish on copper, probably looking at 337 as an intraday target with 345 as stop loss.
Okay, just a word on that Huawei Infosys Smart Stadium. That Huawei launched it in Europe as well, and it helps you experience football much better. It is an interactive tool that enhances the experience of a football match. So Anuj, you should be better equipped to, or better placed to use this this kind of a software. Well, Kishore, you're bullish on the dollar?
Yes, Lata. I think as we are looking at short-term depreciation, the outflows will continue to be there, especially on the debt side. The dollar repatriation is happening. So I think, again, not a significant bearishness, probably around 65.60 is a potential upside target for dollar in India. So for the day, 65.20 could be a achievable target for the intraday traders.
Okay.
All right, Kishore and Naveen, thanks a lot for your strategies and talking to us. That's on commodities. For the market, the Sensex has slipped into the red.